Those shillings quick. Get out of here. So this way? District status stable.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The
Lead
scent
rot,
is so strong it makes me dizzy.
Put RV. Oh, that just looks like a normal guy. I like that. Who this? You get like a used scythe. Equip a two-handed weapon and press right-click to use its special ability. The scythe, for instance, can be used to parry on an incoming attack, inflicting heavy stun damage when timed correctly. Let's see what that does. So, okay, yeah, so parry. I want to sneak! Vampires are sneaky.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Can't do my V-sense. Why can't I do my V-sense?
You're my last and dearest friend. William, my arm. I can't feel it.
Oh, I can't get out either. This must be some like event.
Well, please, let go of me.
You, I hate everything here.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
What the fuck? Is it a zomboid? Are there zombies? Stop. Oh, hey, stop biting me, please. I don't like this because I can't stun him to do bites. Let's stake him. There we go. Let's get the bites. 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 Yeah, give me the bites. William Bishop, poor guy, but why isn't he giving me the bitey out? Bitey. He's like blocking. Hey, stop! No bites from you. F. There we go. Now use the two. Used bludgeon. Level 2. Use bludgeon, common handle parts, lead pipe. Oh, wait, do we have that as an item? Attack speed 10. Is that just a one-handed? Oh yeah, let's get that out there. Poor boy.
William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Oh, you couldn't.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must
Oh shit.
return to my
Oh
flock
no.
and stray without
Hey,
me.
turn around. Oh, there we go. Nathaniel help.
Remember, certain
Nathaniel.
skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by scowl?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar.
I'm gonna say that's the lady.
Are you like me?
Can you help me?
Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Oh, I can teleport 2-bit.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help.
That wasn't the guy that killed people,
Just
was
give
it?
me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
My friend, Mustache McGee.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this
So that was supposed to be the
Man
guy that
requires
killed
medical
everybody, I
attention.
guess?
We'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea.
dead,
He's
fair.
resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Who's that voice? I feel like that voice sounds familiar. Is that our boy Draco Malfoy? Sounds kind of like him. Lead rod aluminium shard. This place is so disgusting. Good lord. Can I go in here now?
It's locked, all right.
Fillings. From all the just stacks of corpses. Jesus. Let's check them out.
This poor creature can't be.
Blood sample of William Bishop. Fresh sample of William Bishop's blood in a small tube.
Could it be some subspecies of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Can I zip up here? No. Where do I go? Oh, I guess there's little markers, huh?
It's locked.
It's everything is locked. Maybe I have to. Nope, there's a convenient little thing in the way that I can't get through. Go this way. What? Alright. Alright. What a nice guy. Pleasant little boat trip. So wonderful.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital.
Pembroke
it's just across
Hospital.
the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
I love
William was-
Mr. Hampton was hurt, and I'm just like, no, give me a minute. I
What
need to like
manner
chill here
of
for a
creature
sec.
was he?
Predator,
Well, wait for me
prey,
though. Like I need
villain,
to
and
go with
victim.
you for sure. Just
Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly
Yeah.
noted. And the woman? What? Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
yeah.
I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back.
Oh my
But I will tell you, she values her privacy.
Oh, does she? Oh, you know her now.
Were London as
dump.
peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion
Usually
between
his
the
hair
rest
is
of
like no
London and the
joke, the number one
epidemic.
haircut of all time.
The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea.
I am the
Right in this
administrator
river.
of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No
Hey.
need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it. I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain.
Dr.
Dr.
Reed.
Reed.
Marvelous.
Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended
I'm your
3
son.
of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research.
I'm a vampire now, family
And
member.
what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist
It's like, I
returns
don't
to
care,
London a
help.
vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role
There
of
we go, that's
science
the
is to
angle I need.
refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Thank you,
Of
family.
that, you are right.
Oh, that's the angle. Oh,
Well.
dang it.
Then let me be blunt. join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that
Probably
was
just eat
before
her, so.
contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours.
Oh, wow.
You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide.
Some cash money for
I
some
even
more
had the
blood or what?
forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
Where's like the engine of this boat?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Oh. Probably end up eating you, but that's cool. You can pretend that we're friends now. I just care about that blood. Human blood. Pembroke Hospital. I did calf workouts and my calves are so upset with me that I can't move pretty much.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients.
no. Oh,
Nurse
look at all that
Scouse
blood. I
couldn't
hate
take it
that.
anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new
Blood.
rota in the morning. In the meantime, find
Hi,
the...
Sled. Thanks for the unsolicited
bed,
joining of
Mr.
the chat
Hampton.
and channel.
Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
This game's pretty interesting,
Oh,
though,
and
so you might
Dorothy.
like it.
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
Yeah,
That
transfuse
is
some
good
blood
news
into my
indeed,
mouth.
Doctor.
please.
Oh, yes.
Oh no, is it?
Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea,
Welcome
immediately.
aboard,
Oh, shit.
Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
Well, I think I want the talking to be loud. Is that what you're saying is loud, slutty boy? Slutty fan? Let's see. Enter Pembroke Hospital. I have accepted Dr. Swansea's help. I will work at the Pembroke Hospital. I have no choice. The man knows about my condition. About what I have become, a vampire. I can't believe this. I don't know anything about this secluded medical facility. Everybody here will take me for what I am not anymore. Jonathan E. Reed, the famous surgeon. I must lie to them all, to the patients, to the staff. This is my new home where I will hide from all who are after me, where I will hide from everyone until I get a better understanding what is going on. Oh yeah. Yeah, I want the talking to be loud just so that when the talking happens, it really happens. You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about
I'm
right
sorry,
now?
Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
Can I eat these guys? Quietly crying about his calf workouts. I didn't think we were supposed to hear that. Yeah, my calves are burning.
better than that. Nah. It's my turn.
Oh, hey, stop stabbing. Hey, stop stabbing people, please.
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seed.
Oh, you just threw the stabbed boy in the river.
Try it.
I saw you do that, family member. Or maybe he was a nice guy. Can I talk to him?
Oh, come on, you bastard. I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you
You've lost too
arse.
much blood. I need to eat it. Clay Cox. See, I want to eat this guy right now, but maybe I just want to eat him later, because I... Be more polite, Rudy.
Insulting a good Samaritan.
Oh, rude.
Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes,
Yabbering?
that's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Hold on,
Follow
let me
me,
speak
Mr.
to you
Cox.
more, please.
Let me assist you to that better place.
Is it me eating him? Okay, let's see. The blood quality indicates how much experience you will obtain from a particular citizen. The higher the blood quality, the more experience you get. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them and to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerize level must be equal or higher to the citizen's resistance. Press Q to mesmerize Clay. I mean, I don't want to kill him. Do I just have to kill him now? I don't want to just get 500 experience. F for details. F for D. But what, I just have to kill him now because I clicked be nicer to me?
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him.
Might get a chance to not eat him post. Mesmer. Follow the red trail to lead your prey to the shadows. Okay, let's go to the hospital. Let's follow the exact opposite rule and just take you right to the hospital. Come on, family member. We'll get you treated. So fast. Seriously, who's like this guy's barber? His haircut's no joke, the #1 haircut. Perfectly, pristinely cut. Hi! My new friend. Can you help him? He has guts coming out. Apparently not. Can I take him to the boat? We're taking your boat! No, okay. Follow the red trail to lead your prey to the shadows. I mean, what if I want to lead my prey to the light? You know what I mean? I hope I don't have to eat him now. 500 experience for a stabbed boy who killed... I want him to, like, think he has a life because he killed this guy. And then I'll just eat his blood and that's it. That's the end of that. Oh, that little chanting is getting louder. Press right click or left click to embrace Clay Cox or spacebar to release him. Nice. Embracing Clay will provide a massive experience boost, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more about citizens and collecting their hints will increase their experience gained. Release. But why?
No, not tonight. Not like this.
Did you bring me here?
I will not take another life.
I let him leave. Tiny common handle part. The best type of handle part. Bring. Oh.
It is wise for the huntsman to sometimes let his prey go. But no
Can I talk to him again? I'll try.
Run for long.
Did I black out? Whoa.
I feel giddy.
Giddy? What?
Because I'm so nice.
What happened? Did I
You liked
black
meeting me
out?
so much that you feel so excited. I understand. Oh, mouse sensitivity. Gotta love it. Don't have all no. Bloody apron lady.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious.
So do I
they
get to
may
do
be.
like surgeries and stuff and like
I found a
perform like
wounded man by the docks. He answers to the name of Clay Cox.
What's the
He
game where you,
requires
like, hit the
urgent
sides?
medical attention.
Already making the rounds. That's the Pembroke spirit. I'll ask our porter, Milton, to bring him back immediately.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do?
Operation, that's what it's called.
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find
Yeah.
it on the second floor with your
Operation.
name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to
Hello,
Pembroke
Dorothy.
Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
Oh, damn, I have an office? Shoot. I have questions,
I
Dorothy.
would like to ask a few questions first.
You have to answer them now. How was Mr.
I'm
Hampton?
Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in. How does he fare?
Well, he's still chilling on the staircase.
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
Who is Dr.
What
Swansea?
kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
You're a bitch, is what I'm hearing?
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden.
Oh,
I've
she
only
has nice
just
blue
returned
eyes.
to
Look at that.
England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
True, Dorothy. Because you're so rude.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
You didn't even point me in the first
Second
place.
floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Nice. Oh wait, what's the sign say? Due to the influenza, the hospital can no longer take any patients. Hospital is full. Please go back home. Oh my goodness. That would suck. What's here?
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke
So
Hospital.
every nurse
Did he
is rude
really?
or what?
It's a good thing I wasn't.
Look at
hoping
me,
to keep
please,
a low
or
profile.
something.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research.
Funny.
He is convinced it is the future.
Yeah, apparently. Your life in London. What is the situation?
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
The invisible enemy?
An
Question mark?
invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
How aren't you sick, by the way, with the flu?
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
God, I know for a fact with my immune system I'd be like the first person to get
I'm not
this.
familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Oh, speak up.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some
Hey.
conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
His best, it said.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a
Yeah.
problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Dr. Corcoran Tippett. Let's ask her some nice, juicy personal questions. Oh, can't. Good
Goodbye.
boy. Can I ask this dead patient some questions? Nope. This one? No. I can't shadow teleport in the open, apparently. Yeah, imagine playing this game and then you do Operation. So serious and sad and Vampyr and Operation, and then you buzz the side of the person's wall of their stomach, and is that the only thing that happens bad in Operation? The pieces don't like shoot out, do they? I don't think so. glass vial. Nice. Oh god, I hate that I'm yawning. I'm not even tired. Nothing. Who's this?
Good evening, sir.
That
So
Mr.
it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I
Can't think of any better news
during these
during these
terrible
terrible
Do we
times.
know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Oh wow.
Dr. Tippett, yes. I
It is Dr.
remember.
Tippett.
I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about
Some bitch talked about you.
coronary
Tell me about her
bypasses.
so I can ask her some
He had
personal
nothing
questions.
but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
Personal questions. Oh, what? We have a hint on him. What is the situation here? Tell me about the staff. You are exhausted.
You're exhausting yourself.
You're exhausted.
Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor souls.
Why was that like a
We
spell
are the
thing I
last
cast?
rampart before chaos. Once
Before
more
chaos.
unto the breach.
Once more to the breach. Let's see. Nurse Brannigan is worried.
Nurse Brannigan is worried about you, Doctor.
Stir in the pot.
She should not have told you that. I will have a word with her.
You don't have to blame her for her honesty.
I'm not that kind of man, my dear Jonathan. Actually, Nurse Brannigan's opinion is the only one I may
Aw.
listen to.
Sweet. You are exhausted. Yeah, you just said that to me. Tell me about the
What
staff.
can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Let's see. Positive characters?
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl.
You guys like each
She
other,
is the
don't
most
you?
helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even
Her
further. If she was a
skills.
man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Oh, perfect. Sexism. Always good. Medical checkup. E.
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Come on, don't be ridiculous, dear colleague.
Healthy. Oh, he's fine. Personal questions. Why do you like Nurse Brannigan so much? Why do you like Zap Brannigan so much? Your life in London. Tell me about the
What can you
staff.
tell me about the staff?
Some are...
What about the
Any
management?
opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now.
Yeah. Stop trying to become a vampire, probably. I can mesmerize him. Oh, not quite yet. Level 2 mesmerizes. What is the situation
What is
here?
the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better
Oh,
environment.
yeah. Yeah, definitely. People are more important. Yeah.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances.
This
Dr.
building
Reed.
is terrible, and the
This
hospital
does
staff
not
is
lack
terrible.
Talented people. It just lacks hope.
I guess we did everything. Personal. London.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett. Dr. Swansea is right.
Oh, I found another hint about Lady Town. What's her name? That Brannigan? Gwyneth is overqualified as a nurse according to Cochran Cankins.
Place seems perfect.
Let's go talk to our
conduct
girl
my
Zap.
research.
We are capable of. It is now.
Zap, where you at? Oh, she's not over here anymore. Yo, where Zap is? Zap. You go inside? Who's this?
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed.
Already
Milton
heard
Hooks,
about you, Dr.
the ambulance
Reed.
driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
Yeah,
You can
rude.
call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm judging
I'm
you
not
now.
sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war and have carried one.
I'll shoot
ever
you in the
since.
face right now if you want.
Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for
Oh,
you.
really interesting. Oh, he's a shoppy boy. Personal questions? Dang it. Ask him some. How is the... No, what is your occupation?
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done.
Most of the
Most
time.
of the time.
How is the sanitary situation? You sound like you've had it rough. Sanitary.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this
Sanitary.
facility?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Sound like you've had it
It
rough.
sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing in. I escaped through the
Attacked
hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Back. Smuggling weapons.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
So he's just like chilling at the hospital for fun, or what? Do a little medical
Do you need
checkup.
any medical help, Milton?
I'm fine, Doc. Physically, at least. But I would give everything to be in a better place right now.
Aw, man. That was like the nicest thing he said. Your life in London. What's the situation
How
like?
is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything. And it's getting worse every day.
Okay, let's see what he has to trade.
I'd like to...
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Wait. Got Milton shotgun. I have 68 shillings. 315. Oh, he has little gun pieces. Sell. I can sell him a bunch of junk. Save it. That Brannigan, where'd you go? I have a personal question for you. Must have gone inside at this point. That Zap? What's a patient?
Good evening, miss.
Oh God, look at her.
I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital.
I don't like it.
And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal.
Mortal?
You're nothing but dust blown by the wind.
What are you talking about? I'm a vampire.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
Thelma
Keep
Howcroft.
calling me mortal. Why
Is he a
is
witch?
that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know,
I'm a vampire. Interesting. Let's do a little medical
Do you
checkup,
require
shall
my
we?
services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
I don't think he's healthy. Your life in London. You're a vampire?
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Describe how you feel.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades.
You sound crazy.
I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
Ever heard of Cotard syndrome?
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying. That they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul. Or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say?
New hint.
Sad and petty mortal.
Let's see. Thelma is affected by the Cotard syndrome and believes she is a vampire.
You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Can I ask you a personal question now? No.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want.
Oh, I believe you.
As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Can I be a fog?
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
Interesting.
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
Don't worry.
Shout
These
it out.
people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Okay, thanks, fam. Personal questions? Yeah. Oh, yeah, nice. That's
Who
the
are
first.
you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
It was such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Loser. Oh, I guess that's it.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal
Mistress of the Dark.
activities. Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Okay. Your life in London. You have a problem.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd,
Dan
please
Aykroyd.
feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Okay.
There is no need for such animosity between us. Don't you think the epidemic is already enough to deal with?
That is one point we could agree on. And that is precisely why I want to be sure that you will be of help to this hospital, instead of a burden.
I'm gonna just like kill everybody, so I don't know. You think
Since
of what you
your
need to
tenure
think
in
for
this
now.
hospital is longer than mine. Perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be
Experimentation?
healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
True. I like it. Let's ask you a personal question. I have proved my value as a... Oh, there's two personals.
I don't know what you've heard about me,
Wow.
but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question
As a
your
healer.
skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money? Fame? Or are you truly
Probably
dedicated?
human
And
blood.
what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Let's see. Knowledge is our main weapon.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon. And it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative, it is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reed.
Okay, bad memories of your military service?
It seems
Question
you
mark?
have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something.
Dan Aykroyd. Okay, we've done everything.
Thank you for your...
We'll talk later. You dead? Hope not. Who's this?
I'm quite bit...
Dan Aykroyd.
Thank you for your time.
God, this is so abysmal. Who's this?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Was this our girl? That Brannigan? No, Dorothy Crane.
Thank you.
Who are you?
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed.
Harry Potter.
Can I help at all?
No.
Really?
Oh, what's on his neck?
Why are you here then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
No.
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer. Mortimer Goswick.
I would prefer not to talk. Talk to
Tell
me,
me
please.
about yourself, Mr. Goswick.
I don't want to talk, Doctor.
Can I heal you?
Do you
Medical
need
checkup.
any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Give medicine?
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Medical
Do you need
checkup.
any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir.
You are not a burden, sir.
And you have my...
Can I talk to him now?
Tell me,
I don't want...
Oh.
how painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
A jerk. Did he get bit? I think he got
I have to
bit.
go now.
Doctor.
Can I craft a... Oh, who's this?
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
Sore throat
Dr.
McGee?
Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother
Yeah.
of Mortimer Goswick. Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
Personal questions. Tell me about yourself,
What can
please.
you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses.
Got
That's
it.
all that matters.
Give me that hat and then we're even. Are you that rich?
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
Are you that rich?
Are you really that rich?
What a weird thing.
Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Aw, poor girl. Complaints about
What do
your
you think of
reception.
your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's
Oh,
bothering
new
you?
hint.
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not
Yeah, I mean, I knew
accustomed
they
to
were
dealing
super
with
shitty, too.
patients of such social standing.
Tell me about your arrival.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seemed to have quite a dubious
Dorothy, is that her name?
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
She charged you? What?
She charged you for a bed?
Yes.
Oh
and
my
I
goodness.
paid without question, considering
Oh,
the
I don't like that.
urgency of the situation.
Oh no, I share it.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk.
Remember when I talked to you about that and
I
she was
don't
rude?
expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
Yeah, jeez. Looks like somebody's gonna be eaten pretty quick here. Personal questions. Okay, that's what we had. Oh wait, we didn't. Okay, we don't have anything anyway. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Dorothy. Not into it.
Good evening.
I'm okay.
Do you need any?
I'm afraid.
You are not.
And you have.
I can't give you medicine.
Tell me about.
I don't.
I have to go now, sir.
Where do I get medicine
But
or whatever?
Don't hesitate to.
Don't hesitate to ask for help, even though you did, and I tried, and I did, and I tried again, and nothing happened. Is this her?